Hey guys, welcome back. Everything will be done later because it's almost 9:30. Not almost 9:30, it's 9:30. So I would love to first see what is going to happen around 9:30, and we'll talk about the price action later. So this is 9:30. I wanna stay here. Just let me know that if you can hear me, voice is okay, clear, everything. I'm a little late because of my driving school, but still I try to catch it, and I can see that I'm almost at time, in time. Sorry, in time. Just a little faster. I wanna mark all of those there. That is the opening gap. I'll talk about everything else later. Okay. Just remember these two white line and this box. There is a box. These two white line and these two black line. Just remember all of them. We'll see everything else after sometimes because it's already 11. Sorry, 9:30. So I'm gonna stay here and would love to see how market is going to react around this area. Mhm. Everything is clear. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Sell side is 786. Okay, we'll see that. Just make sure that this all box, I mean, this area is just right a line. Okay, just make a line here. Uh, High is 21,826.25. Low is 21,747.25. Okay, so mark these two area or make a box like this way. Just make a box around this area to that area and make two line. One should be 21,799.25. Another one is 21,768.50. Obviously this sell side liquidity, you remember that is the sell side liquidity from yesterday. That was my target here. That is that sell side liquidity. So it should be in your chart. But more than this sell side liquidity, mark this area. I'll talk about this, okay? But just let me see first if it can get something over here. So this is going to be the first presented gap, if I'm not wrong. 2430, yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be the first presented gap. And if I'm not wrong, it's according to me and both according to ICT, that is the first presented gap. So I'll just remove this according to me from there. So that is the first presented gap. Come.
Can I have a
Filter.
Walking.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's her. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, this is the first presented gap. I want to mark it from volume balance to until this area and would love to see if it can provide me 25 handle or not. I'm not sure it is going to provide me or not. So stop loss is gonna be there. I didn't push the button, but you can see this is the first presented gap. That is your boom. Very short, okay? I just came and give you the profit. Now go home. Please go home. You need nothing else. Here, 25 handle. You got 25 handle? Perfect. Go home. And what else do you need? Hello? Are you listening to me? Guys, I just came. I showed you the first presented gap. I showed you 25 handle. That should be done. Trading is done. Look here, there is a small volume balance. So I marked it until from the volume balance. See? Yesterday, look over here. If you go yesterday, what I did over here, I will observe the first presented gap from week to week. If it is 5 handle or not. If it is 5 handle, and then if I see a volume balance, that is the volume balance, I want to mark the gap. from that volume balance. Same thing yesterday. Let me show you this. This is yesterday's price action. If you remember here, so where is 930? This is the 930. That was the first presented gap after 930 from there to there. From here, okay, volume balance. From there to that volume balance. First presented gap. Today, small volume balance. This low, this volume balance, whole body. But I will observe the gap. Is it five handle or not? From week to week. From week to week, I'll observe it. Is it at least five handle or not? If I find out it's five handle, from volume balance to this area is my first presented gap. Gonna take a buy sell over there. Would love to put my stop loss over here. If I want to cover that high, then I have to take this risk, something like this type of risk, which is like something not good. Okay, it's not something good. So I would love to take this risk. If I get a stopped out, I'll try to take buy or some other things. How much it has provided me? How much it is going to provide me? Not much. 82 handle. It is going to provide me 82 handle from the liquidity from yesterday. I will talk about everything. Just give me little time. I'm little in rush. What a fall. We know that this fall is coming, man. This fall is coming. We know that. We know that. We know that. When I will explain, then you will see, okay, this guy has showed us everything. We just didn't believe him. We just didn't believe him. We thought that. I told you that I'm the king of this direction. For the Nasdaq, I'm the king of this direction, of this guy's direction. So trust me, believe me, you will see everything has changed. Now, who actually didn't get the entry because market didn't tap to the exact gap? You guys will do this thing from tomorrow. If you see the volume balance, add that volume balance with your first presented gap. Please add it. And if you look little before, I marked it from volume balance to here before even tapped over there to that first presented gap. So that is my area to look for that. Where did it go exactly? To this sell side liquidity. But don't forget this box and these two white line. Okay, they are very important. Don't forget about them. I know, brother. MNQ chart is different from NQ chart because MNQ chart is not the precise chart. MNQ chart, CFD chart are the same, like US 100, SPX 100, I guess SPX 100 or SPX. No, SPX is S&P actually, not SPX. NS 100, US 100, MNQ, MNQ chart, they're the same. They're not precise. You can't analyze uh, your price to MNQ chart. You have to analyze it from here. For example, this is your entry opportunity. When it tapped here in MNQ, you'll just blindly push your button. You even don't need to watch that MNQ chart. You don't need to watch about that MNQ chart. Just push the button in MNQ by believing this chart. Okay? I am just marking this volume balance for last 3 to 4 days, one after another. Every single day you will see that I'm marking it from volume balance because I also missed some entry because of that volume balance previously. I didn't focus over there, but later I find out that, I mean, for example, it didn't tap to this gap, right? Here, it didn't tap to this gap. So what happened? In later when market came here to this gap, I tried to catch that sell, but it didn't work. So I got confused. What happened? Why it is not working? Then I find out that it has actually traded this gap already from here, from this volume balance. So what I started to do, I started to add this volume balance with this first presented gap for last 3 to 4 days. You can see it. Okay, guys, I guess most of the people has come here and we have already outlined our winning trade for today's morning session, which is the Friday here. which is very specific. 20, I'll just put it over there, and target is like 25 handle. 25 handle, at least you should take the partial over here. Then you want to hold your trade so long, I don't care about that. But 25 handle or 20 handle should be the partial. At least 20 handle or 25 handle should be the partial, and then rest you let them go as long as you want. I have no problem with that. You want to hold it until this area, please go for that. You want to hold it much more lower until this area, go for that. I have no problem with that. But make sure that you have taken the partial around 25 handle or 20 handle. Any of them, the partial should be taken. Okay? So that's our first entry. But brother, you didn't push the button. Do I need to push the button? Please at least reply me for this question. Do I really need to push the button from this first presented gap? Is it hindsight anymore? The way I'm showing you every single day. Is it hindsight anymore? How many days you are seeing that it's working perfectly? I have given you something very peculiar, okay? Very peculiar. Now, it's absolutely different with ICT himself. 100% it's different. The way I'm marking the first presented gap, there is some criteria that should be matched. That should be filled here. If it doesn't fill, I don't give a shit. And I have already proven you a lot of time that the criteria I'm giving you, if it matched, how beautifully it worked. Now it's your job to analyze this and then get the confidence. Now I will show you everything. Right now, just give me 1 minute because I just came home, started the stream. Okay. Thank you, DB. I think just for you, it's not important, but rest of all are thinking, yes, brother, you have to push the button. You didn't prove us anything. Good morning, guys. How are you all? I hope that everyone is cool. How was the London session? Let us know. What the hell? It's falling. Let him fall. Let him fall. Let him fall. Boom! Wizard. Hey, Nafli. Thank you, man. Walaikum salam, Murshad. Okay, there is a condition. Before starting everything, there is a condition. Here I have like 19 likes. Make it 100 likes, then we'll go for the details. Make it 100 likes. Whoever doesn't want to push the like button, you may leave because I'm not asking your money. I'm asking just single pushing like button. That's all. In return, I'm giving you the financial freedom. That is our deal. I will give you financial freedom. You will give me the likes. Give and take. Are you agree? If you agree, push the like button. If you don't agree, just leave it. I don't need you. I missed that entry. Now the bias is bearish, right? Now the bias is not bearish. The bias was bearish from yesterday. It has just delivered the market the price right now. So now it's not bearish. Here, even though I'm a white American guy, still says Assalamu alaikum to you, my friend. Yeah, obviously, the meaning of Assalamu alaikum is Assalamu alaikum means uh, peace upon you. Okay, I don't know how to use the word peace, peace. I don't know, but like happiness. Okay, happiness goes to you, something like that. In return, I will say walaikum salam. That means same to you, brother. Same way, happiness goes to you. So obviously, you can say anything if you want, and it's the way the Muslim people actually start their conversation with someone by wishing that all the happiness or peace is going to him. Okay, so it's not something restricted. You can use it. No worries. So guys, please make it 100 likes before going for the next area. Otherwise, I'm not going to say anything because whatever I need to explain, you will see this guy is just really a wizard. It's not because one day it is going to work, it's because almost every day it's going to work the way I'm explaining. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. But almost every day it works perfectly the way I explain or I tell him to do. Even yesterday, I'll show you something. What the hell? Where is everything? Oh, I got it. Just let me know if it is 100 likes. Yeah, yeah. Peace be upon you. Yes, thank you, bro. But I was a little confused about the pronunciation of peach. Is it peach or peace? Because there is a fruit called peach fruit. So I think it should be peace. Mm. My God does the same to you. Yeah, absolutely, brother. By the way, how are you, man? Bro, give me a call. If, okay, okay. If you get free times, give me a call. I will complete my session around 11:30 New York local time. Then yeah, peace. I guess it should be peace. My pronunciation bullshit. Sorry for that. Yeah, it should be peace, I guess. Bro, if you are free, then give me a call after 11:30. I'm going to close around 11:30, so give me a call around 11:30. No, everything should be start after 100 likes. It's enough is enough. This everything was outlined here. Every single thing was outlined here previously. Okay, market was not like this. Market was like this. And I outlined everything beforehand. Nothing is hindsight. Why it is coming here, everything I will explain now. And you can get confused that I didn't know that. So I actually given screenshot. If you are with us in our Discord, you have already see this screenshot over here. That was the area I was interested to see. I will explain all of these things. This is that two white line I told you to mark. This is that box which is the opening gap. This is the sell side liquidity from the 15-minute chart, and market is over here which is respecting the order block. Everything is over here. I have outlined everything. Now I will just show you this and more precise way. Yesterday one guy just asked me a question. I forgot to reply him. He told that can I trade in 5-minute chart and or the 3-minute chart? Absolutely, sir. We can trade in 5-minute and 3-minute chart in that type of situation. Here you can see on my right, this is 15-minute chart. If I would love to trade in 5-minute chart, then it should be not 15-minute chart, it should be 4-hour chart. This should be 4-hour chart. If my execution time frame is 5-minute chart, then my higher time frame should be 4-minute chart. If it is less than 4-minute chart, I can't push the button or I can't execute my trade in 5-minute chart. It's not possible. If I'm using 1-minute chart to push my button, then it should be 15-minute chart or hourly chart. 4-hour chart, 1-minute chart never match. So don't use 4-hour area for your 1-minute execution. Not my word, it's ICT's word. Don't use 4-hour chart for your 1-minute execution. Yeah, you can do one more thing. What is that? You can use 4-hour chart, 5-minute chart for your execution in 15-second chart or 30-second chart. If you want to execute your trade in 15-second chart or 30-second chart, which is sub 1-minute chart, in that type of situation, use 4-hour chart and 5-minute chart as your higher time frame, and then execute your entry in 1-minute chart. Otherwise, don't use 4-hour chart for your 1-minute or sub 1-minute execution. Don't use 4-hour chart. I repeat it. Don't use 4-hour chart. Use maximum hourly chart. I prefer 15-minute chart, which is the bellwether. Guys, I have a lot to explain. Push the like button. I have a lot to explain. And one more thing, guys. Last week I have given for take profit trader account. This week, I mean coming week, I will give to 50K account for the my funded futures. So if you can pass it, you don't need to pay anything. You will get the funded account. That's all. Okay, so it's gonna be absolutely for free. You don't need to pay any activation fees if you are the winner. I have the opportunity to give you two account. Uh, though I'm just going to pay for this, but it's okay. I'll pay for this for two account. It's enough for me. I mean, it's more than enough for me as it's like $160. But yeah, that is all. But make sure that you are with us in our Twitter, where my this is the area T2SMC trader. That is at the rate of T2SMC trader. It's my what is it nickname or something, or I don't know. And you will get the link on the description if you are interested. Okay, so please join here and follow just these two things. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow this, follow me, like it, repost it, tag three friends. If you don't do it, you are not going to get any chance to win this game or win this it. Okay, because we have some kind of AI. Tamimi knows that better than, sorry, Peter knows that better than me. Outlander actually. So that AI will tell me, or it will choose someone whoever subscribe to our channel and do all of these things. If you don't do any of them, then it's not going to choose you for as a winner. DB last time I lose two times. Two times I lose two times. You were saying one time I lose two times. The dark royal. If it is 100 likes, just let me know. Okay. Mm, yes. That was bad decision. That was the loss of 18 handle, something like that. That was the 18 handle loss. So if I close my trade right now, it's 20-30 handle. Okay, so loss has been mitigated. So let's see if it can provide me the full profit or not, which is like near about 50 handle, 51 handle. There you go. That was a bad decision actually. I'll explain why I took that buy and why I just switched my intention and took that sell. Both of them I'll explain. But just make sure that you have put the 100 likes. Still 18 more likes left. I need 18 more likes. Remember this high. So 18 handle, yeah, I took an 18 handle loss if I'm not wrong. So I took the sell here, buy here, 1735, 18 handle. Yeah, that was an 18 handle loss, and there is a 51 handle profit. Okay. So for 18 handle loss, I took 50 handle profit. I guess it's okay. How far it has reached actually? Another 100 handle. That was awesome. Another 100 handle. Oh man. Uh, if I just hold it until this new day opening gap high, how much it is gonna be? See. I'll explain all of these things, okay? Why I look for that buy, why my target was this white line, and then why I switch my tension and go for the sell. Explain all everything, but after 100 likes, still 11 more likes needed. Thanks. What is that for? Why did you give me the thanks, brother? By the way, I can see that 9,396 subscribers. So if you are with me, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Make it 9,400. So I just need 4 more subscriber to make it 400. Guys, I deserve a boom. Okay. Yeah, I know that I got a losing trade, but still, it's 51 handle, 51 handle, something like that. Still, I deserve a boom. And I believe that this market will reach at least until this area. That is my belief. Okay, so here it will come at least. Then we'll see where it will go, and I will explain everything after the 100 likes. 97 likes. Still, I need 3 more likes to make it 100. So if it is 100, just let me know. Okay. Now think about that, brother. Think about this. You took a sell here to that first presented gap to this area. You took a sell from there. The stop loss was 20. How much was that? Maybe until this area, 17 handle. Okay, and you hold your trade until this area, 257 handle. Okay, you are holding it. After taking the partial, you are holding one contract until this top new week opening gap high. Think about that. What is going to happen? I'm gonna make you rich. You have to just believe me. That's all you have to do. Nothing else. The things I'm telling you, nobody is going to give you this shit. The way I will explain everything will be 100% easier for you to understand why I was looking for that and everything else. Why I just took the buy and immediately I switch my mind and go for the sell, which I don't do. Especially I don't do it, right? If I'm looking for buy, then I keep looking for buy. I don't switch my mind and go for the sell. I don't do it. But today why I did it, I'll explain that as well. Okay. Just make sure that you have pushed the 100 likes, then I will start talking about this price action. from the beginning. So, Mama, one request to you, please mark the 25th December. No need to request me, by the way. Please mark the 25th December high to 23rd December low from 15-minute chart and grid it. This is the sell side curve of the market maker X model, uh, SL model. Okay, so what did you say? 25th December high, 23rd December low. Okay, just let me clear this. Okay, I'll keep it. 25th December high, 25th December. I guess this is the high you are talking about. Will give you the highest probable 50-minute parallel gap, and the grade will, okay, and 23rd December low. I guess you are talking about this one. Yeah. What do you mean by grid? I mean, let me actually mark like this. Are you asking for this, brother? Are you asking for this? I really didn't get what do you mean by grid. Okay. Oh, okay. 25%, 50%, 70 this way. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. Mhm. So there is the upper quadrant 75%, 50% lower quadrant, and the fair value gap, I guess 50% around this area something. What should I focus, Mama? I mean, by this grid line, what should I focus? Because I have a lot of line. I will remove them just after explaining after 100 likes. What should I focus over here by that grid actually? Just let me know that, okay? Da 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 da. DB. Mama, just let me know, okay, what where I should focus over here. Just let me know. And here is that new week opening gap high. Until that high was our target. So if you take your entry from the first presented gap and hold it at least until the new week opening gap high, you will get 1 is to 14 risk to reward ratio. You will get 257 ticks, sorry, 57 handle. Awesome, man. Awesome. One winning trade for 25 handle, another losing trade for 18 handle, another winning trade for 51 handle. Is that enough, brother? Bearish fair value gap, that it's forming at 25%. Check the fair value gap, and 25 50% the measuring gap, and should remain unfilled. 75% should create another fair value gap to continue lower from. Okay, so you're asking about 75%, that should be here. Okay. So that is the 75% area, and you're asking that fair value gap 50%. Okay, there is a fair value gap. You're asking about this fair value gap, which is around 25% or 75% or upper quadrant. Okay, around upper quadrant. This fair value gap has been traded. That's cool. Then measuring gap is here. I guess Asking about this big gap. Okay, perfect. I'm just not going to mark this gap because I have a lot of gap or the line over there. Okay, so this is the gap which is around the 50% according, like measuring gap. Perfect. And 75% here. What did you say about that? Should create another fair value gap to continue lower from. So you're asking for that there should be a fair value gap that will be unfilled around this area, and then it will keep falling. Okay. Uh, I have another logic actually, brother. I mean, keep falling about that. Okay, I have another logic, but until now, the way you told about here, it's awesome. Measuring gap is awesome. Uh, Around this area, we'll see. Okay, how it is going to trade here, we'll see that. I mean, we'll see. Did I get 100 likes by the way? Yeah, I got 103 likes. Okay, thank you. Mama, I'm going to remove this line, okay? Otherwise, I'll get confused because I need to explain this little bit and then I will see what is going to happen around this area. So, what I can do, I'll just make a line here and so that I can remember this that 75% uh, projection area or something like that. Okay, guys, get ready, okay? I didn't do the theme first, so I'm coming here now. And let me put it all visibility, monthly, weekly, daily, hourly. Perfect. This is this week candle. I know that some of you started to think that market is going to go higher. I told that if market keep going higher, the maximum line is the 50% of that week. That is the 50 maximum go higher. Market can maximum go until the 50% of that week. If it keep falling, let me make it bigger. If it keep falling, it can maximum fall until the 50% of that week. Okay, so I'm going to mark that week. I'm not saying that it will reach until the 50%, but it can maximum reach until this area. It should not break this line. To be honest, I don't want to see even it will reach until this line. So I'll keep it in a bold line so that you guys can remember this is the 50% of the week, week, okay, daily, hourly. So market reached until this area. Today is the last day of the week. Market came here, it will go higher again and it will stay in this area. I want to see this is gonna be an inside candle. It's not gonna be violet high or low of the previous week. Now it's not hindsight, I'm saying it from the beginning of this week. Why is that? I have already explained them, so I'm not going toward the explanation about that because I have done it yesterday. So today I'm going to show you how we are going to predict the price and what is the main theme for thinking about that price, that it's going high or it's going to fall. What is the reason for that? Remember just that line. Okay, now I'm going to daily chart. In daily chart, if you all remember, I was focusing on this fair value gap. That is the fair value gap around here. That is the fair value gap. Yesterday I have tweeted it's a bull market, but I'm bound to look for sell. What a scenario, because I have to look for sell because of that weekly candle should not be breached. If it can go through this gap, this high is gonna be taken by this week. It should not take this week, that this high by this week. So I marked that order block. That should be the consecutive order block as market reached until the highest up close body close candle, which is the most sensitive one. I marked the order block there, and the min threshold is from this low to that high. That is the min threshold of that order block. My intention was it can maximum reach until this min threshold of that order block. At the same time, it came here. I wanted to see this candle will close below the 50% of that fair value gap, which is gonna be the fake breakout. By the way, it's an indecisive candle, which is a small body, long wick. This type of candles, we don't read this type of candle, right? Like this type of candle, that candle here, that specific candle, or this type of candle, this candle. We don't look at them because they are useless in my opinion. They are indecisive. They don't know what is going to happen. This candle actually trade that order block I was wrong here just for 7 handle. Yesterday I was wrong for 7 handle only. I'll show you everything. Market trade this order block, so it violated the 50%. Though it has been violated the 50%, still it went little higher to trade the order block. Now it is falling again. This is a bullish market, but I'm bound to look for sell. I clearly told you yesterday I can't go for the buy. If market keep going higher, I'll let them go. I have to look for sell only. There is only one opportunity, and that is selling. No buying is valid for me. Yesterday, some of you told me that now market is going there, there, there. I keep saying that, brother, please go for the buy, no problem. I'm only interested to look for sell. From the daily chart, anybody has any question? Isn't it so clear to understand what is happening in this market? I don't want to see this candle will take that low by today. It's nearly impossible, and I don't want to see it. Can maximum go until this line, which I'm also not interested to see that it will reach until this line. I don't want to see that it will reach until that line. So it will stop here, then it will go higher again, maybe until the low of this gap, or maybe it will fall little more, then go back again here. That is my intention. I don't want to see it will keep falling, but if it keep falling, then this is the line, that is the last line market can reach maximum. Okay, so from the daily chart, do you really think, is there any more confusion? Anybody has any confusion about this daily chart? I'll go to dollar index chart again. I mean, next. It's like a schooling system. I mean, I'll ask you the question, you have to give me the answer so that I can understand that everything is 100% clear to all of you. Because if you don't understand this part, when market is going higher, if you don't understand this sell, why this sell is going to happen, it's not going to help you. Whatever you are looking for, your entry or your trade, nothing is going to help you, trust me. So make sure that it's 100% clear to all of you, and please give me the reply. Whoever is looking for entry right now, you guys can skip. Otherwise, whoever is not looking for entry right now, because in my opinion the next entry should create after or around 11 a.m. So whatever I will do here, it's gonna be gamble, it's gonna be chasing price. Your entry opportunity was there. If you missed it already, you have missed it already. You have to wait for next area, where is the London close session, which is around 11 London close, and that area is the next opportunity to look for trade. So until that area, I'm not interested to look for any kind of trade. Make sure that you have written me or you have give me the reply. If you don't give me the reply, I'm not going forward. I'm not going ahead. I'm not going, next topic. Don't be so lazy. I have 156 people are watching, not so much people, but yeah, please. Okay, 3 people just got clear. The rest of all doesn't want to write down anything. Okay, no problem. So this is the daily chart. Now I'm going to 1 hour chart. Remember, I don't like 4 hour chart. I don't go 4 hour chart. I don't use 4 hour chart if and only if the hourly chart and the daily chart is not messy. If any of them are messy, sorry, hourly chart or the 50-minute chart, if they are messy, then I actually love to go for 4 hour chart. Otherwise, I don't like 4 hour chart. This is that hourly last gap from the hourly chart. I told that it can maximum reach until the 50% of that daily hourly gap. Okay, this is the maximum. Guys, how can you listen to me, brother? Please, to be honest. Market can maximum reach until the 50%. So if the 50% is broken, maybe I will start to think about that market is going to take that all-time high. Hourly last parabolic gap 50%, market reached until this area, retrace little bit, go back again until this area, where is you will see the order block, highest up close body close candle from the hourly chart, which is the order block. Now here, this 3 candle is the consecutive order block, 1 2 3. If you mark a line from these 3 consecutive, if you get confused, please watch the uh, order block video. You will understand when you should look for the consecutive order block and when you should look for the highest up close body close candle as your order block. So this 3 candle is your order block, which has traded this hourly gap. This hourly gap. This is the daily order block. This is the daily mean threshold. Don't get confused by those, and don't focus on these 2 line as well. because they will be important in later, not now. Let me remove it from my chart. Here I have just daily order block, order block mean threshold, hourly last fair value gap, mean threshold. Market reached until this area. How did it reach? By leaving this sell side liquidity, which is my target, but not this week. This is gonna be my target for next week. Why is that? I explained it yesterday. Came here, this is that consecutive order block. Market reached until this consecutive order block. Look at the reaction from the order block. Then market made the propulsion block, which is the highest up close body close candle here. This is the highest up close body close candle, which is the propulsion block, which got validated by this specific candle. Market trade that propulsion block. Boom. Where is it reaching for? Firstly, we had some sell side liquidity here from 15-minute chart. We'll talk about this later. And now my intention to see that a reaction is going to happen from this gap. So here I'm gonna mark this hourly gap. I wanna see it will reach at least here somewhere to the constant encroachment, or maybe until the constant encroachment. I wanna see it will keep falling, then it will reverse again, not going to break it. But if it going to break the 50% of this area, which is the entry gap, I have the last gap here. So if it break the 50%, then maximum line is this black line, which is the 50% of that weekly week. But my intention to see that it's not going to break that 50%, which is also the top of this daily last fair value gap. Daily last fair value gap top, hourly entry fair value gap 50%. High rejection, constant encroachment rejection. I want to see it will fall until this area, then it will reverse. How it is going to do that? We will see that. Okay. Before this, there is one specific level that should be broken. If it wants to come here to the 50%, then it has to do something. What can anyone tell me? What is the most important level that market has to break to reach here? Anybody can tell me. This is your exam. Let's say how beautifully you have earned it. Okay. Did why I took 70 handle cells, just one trade to contracts in M&Q, take on partial and then target profit almost $210. Yesterday was $78 because of break even hit. I took only one trade. Perfect, man. Don't anticipate any other trade. Okay. Can you explain the propulsion block again? Please, brother, watch the order block video. Propulsion block will be clear. Watch the order block video. Then, yeah, week absolutely. SK trades week constant encroachment. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Yeah, mama. Week constant encroachment. Perfect. This is the week. That week 50% is the most important level, which is called the last fair value gap. This week is very specific. Don't ask me any kind of reference because I won't be able to give you any kind of reference. This is my observation, so I'm going to use my observation. Not every week 50% is important. Some week 50% is important. For example, this one. Why? Because this has taken all of this liquidity, traded this fair value gap. So this week 50% is important to me. If market would love to respect this sorry, not weekly week, the week 50%, then market can reverse from this area. It doesn't need to reach until this area. But if body can close below this 50%, then this is going to be taken. Remember, there is nothing called fake breakout. That means one candle close below this week 50%, then another candle close above the week 50%. You will see this is a fake breakout. No, you can't see like that way. So if it break that 50% and body close one tick below that low, that means it's broken. This week 50% doesn't have any value. Or if week go below that low or any kind of body closed here. Okay, so week came here, take that low, but body closed here. Still, this has no validity. That means it is going to fall until the next level. What is the next level? This whole gap is the next level. As I got the top rejection, if that weak 50% is broken, this 50% of that fair value gap is the next drawn liquidity. I want to see that market will reach here. If it started to reverse, I will do nothing over there. I am not interested to look for any kind of buy, nothing. I will keep looking for until this area. So every selling opportunity, I'll go for that. If and only if this candle can close below the 50% of that week. Otherwise, it has, I have no trading opportunity in this area. Okay. So right now I'm observing, can it break the 50% of that week? And then this is going to be my target. If it starts to reverse from there and give me a bullish parallel gap from 15-minute chart, I will start to look for buy again until this parallel gap, not here or anywhere, until this parallel gap, at least until the parallel gap 50%. From 15-minute chart, after getting the bullish parallel gap from 15-minute chart, no buy is valid until a 15-minute bullish parallel gap. So this is the area where market can reverse. If it is broken, then this is the area where market can reverse. I need to wait here for two type of things. First, from 15-minute chart, first it will make a bullish parallel gap from 15-minute chart. I'll start to look for buy. Second, it will close below this week 50%. From hourly chart, I'll start to look for sell until to the top of this daily fair value gap. Okay, so because this is the 50% of that hourly bullish fair value gap. So this is the two type of situation right now. From 15-minute chart, all you can see, this is the zone where you should not trade. This is the zone where you should not trade. No trade should be placed here. So let me check everything. 19 December. Today is today is 27 19 18. So I don't need this one. Actually I need this one because it didn't respected yet. This gap didn't respected yet, but this new opening gap I don't need anymore. This one I don't need anymore. So here I don't see. Okay. So here is the new week opening gap, here is the new opening gap. These two I would love to keep in my chart around this area. Let me go to daily chart one more time. From the daily chart, there was a bullish fair value gap. Okay, so in my lower time frame, when I'll go to my lower time frame, you will see there is a big bold black line here and here. This candle high, that candle low. There is a big this type of line when I'll be in 15-minute chart. Let me show you that. Lot of lines. Don't get confused. I will remove all of them. This is that daily bullish fair value gap high, daily bullish fair value gap low. This was the area which was my interest to see today, that it will reach at least until this gap. This is that bullish fair value gap. As it has been broken, I'm going to remove it from my chart. I don't need this anymore from here. Now, what is this? I'm going to regular trading hour. So this is the regular trading hour, and as you can see over here, all the opening gap. This is the opening gap. That is the opening gap. This was the opening gap. Here was opening gap. All of them opening gap has been filled except this opening gap. So there was an opening gap from here to here. That is the opening gap. Market never traded. So that was my interest to see today, that market will fall for this opening gap. Inside this opening gap, this is the liquidity void where there is not even a wick. No entry has been placed inside this area. These two white line. So that was my liquidity void, the most important level. I wanted to see that this market will fall from there to until this area, these two white line, because of this liquidity void. If you think that it's little confusing, don't need to add it with your trading style, no need to add it. But I was interested to see that today market is going to close this whole area, and finally this sell side liquidity will be taken. If market is overzealous, then it can maximum reach until this area. I mean this new week opening gap, this was the maximum line market can reach today. That was the reason for posting it to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, to my Discord. I have showed you this area. Okay, that was that daily bullish fair value gap. This was that opening gap. These two white line is the white line you were seeing, the liquidity void. That was my interest today, I mean yesterday. Okay, to see that market will fall for this area. Now as market went through all of this area, I'm just going to remove this opening gap because I don't need it anymore. And I hope that there is no more. I will ask you the question. Okay, if there is any confusion, we will talk about this sell side liquidity has been taken from 15-minute chart, clean lows. I'm going to remove it and going back to the electronic trading hour. Now let's come to this price action. Yesterday market went higher and reached until this area. What was that? area around here. Okay, that was the 15-minute last fair value gap. I told that if market would really love to go higher and break the hourly last fair value gap constant, then it can reach maximum to the low of this area. But when it reached here around the lunch hour, sorry, not there, here around the lunch hour, market came here. I told that for me bullish is done. I'm now interested only for look for sell. Yesterday's PM session, I told that I want to see this market is going to close. I clearly told that when you guys are looking for the buy, I told that I'm interested to see that this market is going to close around this area, exactly over here. Okay, this market came until this area around here and missed my target for 7 handle. There was just 7 handle left. Market didn't came to my area where I was expecting market is going to close yesterday. I was extremely bearish. We have done everything in our life. That was the 1 minute last fair value gap, how market fall, everything we have explained in the PM session live. That was the last area. I was expecting market is going to close here, but market didn't close here. Instead, it has closed there. Market open, went little higher, boom, came here, started to consolidate. Look, it has consolidated until this area. It was just consolidating inside this area or this zone. Market open, trade higher. Where did it trade exactly? I'll show you that again by showing going to the 1 minute chart. Now I have a lot of gap actually. So what is this gap? Let me remove this gap, whatever gap that is, and let me remove this one as well. So here, clean highs. Remember, tick by tick, it was clean highs. Market take that clean highs, trade a random level, which is a last fair value gap. That was the random level. Came exactly until this area, closed here around this area. It has closed exactly over there. Then come back again, which is the last fair value gap from that specific leg. This is the last fair value gap. Came to this last fair value gap, support that last fair value gap, fall, reached until new opening gap, low, rejected there until the last fair value gap, made as inverse gap. From that inverse gap, market is falling, 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 and now it is over here around this area. Why I was looking for sell? Why I was not looking for buy? Is there any question, brother? Why I was looking for sell instead of buy? Now tell me, let me know your question. If you have any question, let me know that. My next opportunity is going to come around 11. Until 11, I'm not doing anything. If I want to take a buy, I have to wait for a 15-minute bullish parallel gap, and that buy should be created from this line. This is the line. Uh, oh, by the way, Mama, you that was your line, so you wanted, maybe you focused here as an unfilled gap, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll keep it like this way. Okay, wanna say unfilled, and going to remove this line here. So yeah, now if, as like pro trader path told, maybe this is gonna be unfilled gap. If it is unfilled gap, then it has to break this line, which is the weak 50% from hourly chart. If it break that 50%, my next target is this top of this daily bullish parallel that I will believe that market will fall for this top and then it will reverse again. If this week 50% is going to hold the price and from 15-minute chart market make a bullish parallel gap, then I will start to look for buy again until this gap. From 15-minute chart until this gap, I'll start to look for buy. No, Mama, that was the market to trade. The one above should be unfilled. Oh, okay. Okay. My mistake. So this should be traded. Okay, that is a good thing. Let's see. Okay, now it's time to wait. Guys, don't forget to push the like button. Uh, yeah, please don't forget to push the like button. 9,397 subscriber. I just need three more subscriber to make it 9,400 subscriber. Please be the subscriber of our channel and be the member of us. I mean, be with us. The way market is reacting from this constant enforcement, pretty much convincing. Pretty much convincing. No buy is valid until there is a 15-minute bullish gap. No buy is valid. By the way, why I took that buy, because I wanted to see that it will reach until the white line, which was the liquidity void. I wanted to see that it will reach until that liquidity void. Instead of that, market reached until this opening gap low. It tapped to that opening gap low, which I removed from my chart, and then fall. When it fall, I have used the highest up close body close candle, which has taken the liquidity as well. Here, the liquidity has been taken, traded this gap, then fall, made this order block. If you don't want to mark it as an order block, you will see there is a market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, boom, market fall. Yeah, at 70% level, gap should be traded, and 50% measuring gap. The thing that I was trying to show is that every grid before EVA level before market reached now, how I was expecting the fair value gap before. Oh, okay, that's perfect, man. So yeah, I mean, let's see if it can reach here, then can provide us another selling opportunity, or if it keep going higher, we'll see that, and then we'll reach for. No buy is valid when market is below the new week opening gap. This new week opening gap is from 22 December, 22nd December. No buy is valid when market is below this new week opening gap. But they want 34,000 taka since this month, and no, it's not 34,000 taka from this month actually. It's like 32,000. In December, yeah, it has made 32,000, and then they will take the tax from here, then I will get paid. It's like $250, something like that. So some of you can think that it's a huge, but it's actually $250, something like that. I'll get something like that. After tax, it can be little less. It can be little less after the tax. I'm sorry if I'm asking the same question, but I'm just trying to take notes from today's session. What did you ask, Murshad? I didn't get your point, brother. Our Bangladesh, make sure that you are writing one time, okay? Just don't write it too many times, please. So this is the first presented gap which has provided you your profit. How many times it is going to provide you the winning trade? Keep looking for that. You need nothing else. I promise you, brother. Just observe it, grab it, use it. Make sure that your requirement is filled here. That gap should be 5 handle at least. If it is 4 handle 3 ticks, I'm not going to use it. It should be 5 handle at least. And if you see the volume balance, make sure that you mark it from volume balance to volume balance. Okay, and but you will look for the gap from week to week if it is 5 handle or not. As you can see here, it's like near about 14 handle. So I am okay with that to mark this one as a first presented gap. But if I would love to take an entry, I would love to take that entry from that volume balance. I'm marking this for last 3 to 4 days from volume balance to volume balance. By the way, I'm going to remove this hourly gap. I'll just mark a line here to write it down hourly gap so that I can remember this is the hourly gap high. Okay. So this is the hourly gap high, and let me mark it in a yellow color. And the 50% of this hourly gap is around the new day opening gap low. So I'll keep that in my mind. Same thing here. I'll observe this candle. uh, can it respect the 50% of that week? Now you can ask why is that, because this week has traded this gap over here, this small gap, but still it has traded this gap, took all the buy side liquid. So I'll observe the 50% of that week. Can it hold the price and send it lower again, or is it love to keep going higher? I want to see that. This is that week 50% that is holding the price, so don't get confused. If you go to your hourly chart, you will see this that week 50% here. That is the week, this is the 50%. It exactly came to this week 50%, respecting that week 50%. Very specific week, remember, it's not random week, it's a very specific week. Now I want to see that as the 50% here is broken, I want to see that it will tap to this new week opening gap high and then go higher again, at least until the 50% of that uh, fair value gap. So something like this. Not interested to take this entry, but outlining it like the way I'm expecting here until this area. Obviously the partial should be there, that should be the partial, and then I will hold my trade until this area, but partial always should be there. I mean, without partial, no entry is valid for me. Because the weak 50% is broken here. I believe that it has been broken by my own eyes, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's broken here. There is nothing called fake breakout for the weak 50%. Let's see if it can provide us at least the partial, and then until this 50%, my interest to see if it can reach over there. I'm using the new week opening gap here. Okay, just nothing else, just using the new week opening gap. All of you know how to use the new week opening gap, new day opening gap. Nobody should have any kind of confusion. What is my high time frame confluences? The week 50% is holding the price. Market closed dramatically. I showed you this yesterday. If market would love to go through the new day opening gap or the new week opening gap, how it should go through, like this way. I want to see this. Partial 38 handle has been done. Stop loss to the break even. Target is this 50%. If you need more confluences, then until this area. That is my interest to see can market reach until this area or not, which is the last gap from this area. So from 1 minute chart, this is the last gap. Can it reach until this last gap? It doesn't need to, but it I want to see that if it can reach over here. It doesn't need to again. That's why partial should be taken. When it has taken that partial, it has taken that high as well. The weak 50% I was observing, when it is broken, the high has been taken. Got a stood out to the break even, so it didn't reach over here. I'm okay. At least 34 handle has been provided me. 38 handle has been provided. More than enough. No sell is valid when market is above the new week opening gap. So it has to break the new week opening gap low to look for a, if you want to look for any kind of sell. That sell should be, I mean, that broken should be done from 15-minute chart. So if you watch over here, not even a single body has closed below this new week opening gap. And if I go much more precise way, you will see something very cool. Okay, this is the 50% of that new week opening gap. Look at the 50% how it is respecting the market. So no sell is valid until market close below this new week opening gap. But this is a big sell market, brother. I don't care. Still no sell is valid until market close from 15-minute chart below this new week opening gap. Looks good. Should we still keep the first fair value gap trade for 25 point? I'm not sure if I should be in that trade or cancel it. Should we still keep? You are still holding that trade? Okay, it's huge. I actually closed my trade after 25 handle. After 25 handle, the first presented gap, I closed my trade. I'm not interested to trade or hold my trade after 25 handle. If you take the partial, then you can do whatever you want to do. But remember, I'm expecting the reversal now. Whatever it is, if that week hold the price, I wanna expect the reversal. I don't want to see it will keep falling. I don't want to see that it will keep falling because it has to stay inside the range. So if it tap here, I'll take the buy again. If it tap to this order block, okay, tap there. My stop loss is going to. I can't cover the here. I'll just put it over there. Target profit is here. Will would love to take a partial when market will go above that high. So this high will be my partial. That's gonna be my partial. So it will be like this. Still it's 27 handle, but nothing to do. Something like that. I violated my own rules. I didn't wait for the 50-minute bullish gap, but I took this entry or outlined this entry depending on that new week opening gap. Because the new week opening gap is holding the price. This constant crossment is holding the price. Market should reverse now. I wanna look for the buy run now. and the time is around 11:50, which is the London close macro. So I believe that this macro will send the price at least until this last parallel gap from 1 minute chart. Then we'll see if it can go through this or not. We'll see, look for that. Stop loss is little bigger because I really don't have any opportunity to put the stop loss little higher. I don't have that type of opportunity. So stop loss should be like this area. I'll trail my stop loss later after getting some kind of unfilled gap over here. The theme is market take this, that liquidity has been taken here. All of this liquidity has been taken here. Market has provided me the market structure shift. Now not a perfect market structure shift, but still this is a big run toward that new week opening gap. This entry is dependent on that new week opening gap. Went through this new week opening gap, come back again to the 50% of that new week opening gap. Went through the lowest down close body close candle, which is the perfect order block. Tap to this order block. I'm in the market. My first partial is that high, but though I should look for this rejection block here, but I would love to see that if it can reach until that high. But that should be my first partial here, which is very small. That's why I just, yeah, 26 candle. I would love to see if it can reach until this first partial area, and then I'll look for this area, that area. This is that propulsion block. I want to see that this propulsion block is going to hold the price here. After order block, this is the propulsion block. Trade that propulsion block, should keep going higher. When it will tap here to this line, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. Break even means I'll just cover the order block, just put it below the order block when it will tap to this rejection block. Struggling to break the 50-minute bearish gap low, this low. Market is trying to break that low. One candle close, one above this low, which is the fake breakout. I want to say another candle close above that low. So below this, that line, above that line, I want to see another body close. If I see another body close, I'll trail my stop loss below that week or whatever it is. It has closed again, so I don't want to see it is going to violate this low again before reaching to this black line. So my stop loss is now here. It should be safe. Now my trailing stop loss is too fast. Please don't focus over here. So I'm not going to put this one here, but you can see it's now 9 handle stop loss. So I mitigate my cover. Loss has been covered here. I just minimized my loss. I compromised my loss. Why I put it here? Because my entry should be to this break order block. When I pushed my market order, it actually little above, but I prefer to take entry from this order block level. Before tapping to this black line, it should not violate this low. That means body should not close below this low, which is the 15-minute bearish gap low. Because fake breakout, confirmation of the breakout. It, at least it should tap to this line. Then if it want to violate this low, it's okay. I agree with that. But before here, it should not violate this low. Body should not close below that low. Now, until here, it's like 26 handle, more than enough for being profitable. So it's up to you how you are going to react over there. Retest the block one more time. Acceptable. There is nothing wrong. But body should not close below this low. It should not close below this low. Let me mark it like this way. If it close below that low, then there is a possibility that it can fall and stop me out, because it needs to take that low. So as it closed below this low, now using it as a resistance, it can fall little bit to take that low. I can be stopped out over here. But still my stop loss covered that order block, that propulsion block mean threshold, everything is covered by my stop loss. So I hope that I'll be safe. Just don't want to see that this low is going to react as a support, sorry, resistance. So far it is reacting as a resistance. I wish that it will go higher. If I take a loss, it's gonna be like 9 handle loss. If any of you are thinking that it's a big loss or it's something, then why did you close when it has provided you 27 handle? It's like 3 times bigger than your stop loss. I want to keep it over here, this area. I want to keep it over here just to justify that did I do the right things or wrong things. I mean, I trailed my stop loss too fast. Was that wrong? Now this low is reacting as a resistance. I don't like it. As I'm in bullish, I mean buy setup, I don't want to see that this is gonna work as an resistance. I want to see it will be go through this area, because there is something unfinished. Market didn't tap to this black line. If I go with the ICT's 2024 mentorship, according to ICT's 2024 mentorship, this is the rejection block. That highest up close body close candle is the rejection block according to ICT's 2024 mentorship. If you watch his previous mentorship, then highest body is his uh what to say, I mean the rejection block. Come back again, trade that order block. So I'm going to remove it because it didn't work. It this order block came back again to trade this order block. Let's see if it can expand higher now, or does it want to fall. If it keep falling, I can get stopped out again because of my trailing stop loss, but I don't want to hold it until this area uh, with this 27 handle loss. Instead of that, that 9 handle is more than enough for me. I'll put my stop loss below this candle which has retested this order block. So I'll just put it below that area. So if I get a stop out, I'll get a stop out for, yeah, I got a stop out, and my stop loss is for like 700. So I took a loss of 700 because I was not feeling good the way it was respecting this low. I was not feeling good. So I just trailed my stop loss little higher so that I can find out another opportunity to look for. I can go for another entry opportunity. Instead of holding this trade, it's better to wait for another opportunity to look for trade. No sell is valid until market close below this new week opening gap from 15-minute chart. No sell is valid. I will keep looking for buy now. But for looking for the buy, best opportunity is to look for a fair value gap from a 15-minute chart. That is the best case of scenario to look for and buy. Selling will be validated again if and only if this 15-minute candle can close below this new week opening gap. Then and only then the selling will be validated. Until this area, 50% of that week from 15-minute chart. See this candle week, the 50% of that week. This is the whole order block. This is the low of that order block. Still the low didn't breach. Top of the hour can give you the fake Judas swing. Top of the every top of the hour can provide you the Judas swing. That means market is going higher actually, but top of the hour will give you the opposite run, opposite direction run. So this is that 11 candle, 12, 11:01 candle, 11:02 candle. This is the opposite run. It can be the fake or the Judas swing. Top of the hour can provide you the Judas swing. Keep that in your mind. You are seeing this loss. I'm seeing that I got 700 loss. Just 700. I will go for sell if and only if this 50-minute candle can close below this new week opening gap. If and only if it happens, then and only then I'll look for the sell. Otherwise, no selling is valid for me. I'm not interested to look for sell. Look at these candles. They came until this area, then closed there. So after seeing this candle, don't just think that okay, this candle is going to fall. Just don't think like that way, because previously what happened? Market came until this area, closed there. Came here, closed there. See the bullishness, the power of this new week opening gap. Don't just ignore the power of this new week opening gap. It's extremely powerful. Let me mark a line over here so that you can understand that this is the 50% of the new week opening gap. And let me remove this thing. This is the 50% which has been respected here around this area. Still, I'm bullish. I'm not bearish. If and only if market break this new week opening gap from 15 minute chart, then I'll start to look for sell. Until then, I'm not interested to look for sell. If any of you would love to go for the sell, please go for that. Short and long, long run. This is a bearish market. Best opportunity to look for buy is waiting for a 50-minute bullish fair value gap. That is the best opportunity to look for buy. But we can use the new week opening gap as our trade. As you have seen that I took my buy here around this area, and it has provided me 24 handle, 25 handle, whatever it was. It's more than enough for being profitable. Trust me, it's more than enough for being profitable. I was just trying to hold it for the runner, which I really don't respect that runner things. All like for me, 20 handle, 25 handle, 30 handle is more than enough for being profitable. It has taken this liquidity. This low has been taken here one more time, traded this whole gap. That whole gap has been traded. That means no portion is open over here. Can it go higher now? The low of this new week opening gap is holding the price, came back again to the 50% of this new week opening gap. Can it keep going higher for this liquidity around this area and this area? Or is it willing to keep falling for this obvious liquidity? This low has been taken over here by a shallow run. This low is the sell side liquidity. Which one is going to be taken? If 15-minute candle close below this new week opening gap, I'll look for this sell side liquidity. Until the 50-minute candle doesn't close below this new week opening gap, I'll keep looking for this area. That market will go back again here and maximum until this fair value gap, which is from 1 minute chart, the last fair value gap. So this is the two type of situation. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. Any kind of buying opportunity, I'll go for the buy. Now, if you don't want to go for the buy, wait for the 15-minute bullish fair value gap to take the buy. That is the best case of scenario. Then you don't need to get stopped out, or you don't need to feel any awkward situation if you wait for the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. I want to use this new week opening gap. If I would love to take a buy, I want to use the information from the new week opening gap to frame my buy setup. And every buy setup, you will just observe, did it provide me 20 handle or not? Because I'm not going to close it within 20 handle. I'm going to hold it for the runner so that I can keep explaining the price action. So I'll hold it until the runner. By the way, guys, can you, comment, or you can't comment? 9398. I just need two more people to make it 9400. Obrigado. If any of you are looking for sell, short, please go for that. Whoever got profit here, 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 whoever has already got the profit, or maybe you took this buy or that buy, got your profit. At least 20 handle, you got your profit. Don't enter into this market again. Please don't do that. If you are already profitable, don't participate in this price action. Today is Friday. Friday is the mental capital preservation day. Market has already give you lot of run. The sell side liquidity has been taken already, which was our first interest to see. So it was like, what was that sell side liquidity? I guess, yeah, that was the clean sell side liquidity which has been taken already. So don't rush or don't force the market to give you more entry opportunity. So instead of that, do the paper trade or eval. Don't use your live money if you are already profitable. This is the only way to be profitable. Hey Stax, you were talking yesterday that if you are green today, then you are going to request for your first payout, right? Does your bull notes discount work in trying? Okay, if you are looking for this 91% discount, then you have to use the code T2 Wizard. This is the code you have to use. If you are trying to catch that 80%, then you have to use that only T2. T2 is the only uh, code for that 80% discount. But for 91% discount, you have to use the code T2 Wizard. By the way, guys, if you would love to use the earn to trade, which I have explained yesterday, the earn to trade. So for the best, not that one. Yeah, earn to trade. You have to use the code T2 Wizard. This earn to trade. To be honest, it's really awesome. I love it. The way they have this area. It. You will buy a 50K account, 50K account by $76. You will get your payout. In the meantime, they will provide you the 100K account, 200K account, and finally 400K account. And that is the live account, live money, not the sim funded, that means the paper money. No, it's not the paper money, it's the live money. And there your daily loss limit is $8,800, drawdown fixed in 388,000. That is the fixed drawdown. Profit goal is unlimited. Okay, just don't think $400 is your profit, $40,000 is your profit target. No, it's unlimited. But primarily target is 40,000. That is the primarily target in that 400K account. For example, this 200K account, 11,000 is your profit goal. 6,000, 3,000, and this is the eval, which is 3,000 same. So you will buy a 50K account, but eventually you are going for that 400K account. In the meantime, when you will try, you will catch that $11,000 profit, they will pay you this profit. Okay, don't think that you will just pass it and then no, no, you will get that profit target. They will pay you. Maybe they will take some money. I mean 90-20, 80-20 split or 90-10 split, I don't remember, but whatever it is, they will cut their portion and then they will pay you the rest. But in the same time, in the meantime, when you will get this goal, they will provide you 200K account. So what you are going to do, you are going to buy a 50K account. Okay, you are going to buy a 50K account. Finally you are going to stop around 400K account. And if you go for 100K account, you can see here 100K account is same, 150K or 200K and 400K. Finally the same. If you go for 25, the same thing. 25, 50, 100, 2000, 200,000. 200 is the maximum. Okay? So here your profit goal is 11,000, something like that. So make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard. That's all. Okay. If market can make a gap here, or if it tap to this low, I'll take the sell here. If it tap to this low, I'll go for the sell. Stop loss is going to be above this new opening gap high here. And well, it didn't take me. Why is that? Why it didn't take me? I don't know why it didn't take me. Target profit is gonna be here. I don't know why it didn't take me, but it should take me actually. And I'll try to catch and partial here. So overall this entry idea is here. Stop loss is going to be there. Target profit is this area, but I'll try to take a partial around this area, 20 handle, around this area, 23 handle. By believing this 15-minute candle close below this new week opening gap. I'll put it little higher, okay? I mean until this area, because Still, it's gonna be like supporting my 20 handle here. I'll put it over there. Just cover a little more. That's all. What is the reason to take this sell? Because market has closed below this new week opening gap. See, this market has closed below this new week opening gap. I hope that it will fall for this obvious liquidity. So this low has been taken over here by a shallow run. So I would love to look for this sell side liquidity, obvious liquidity now, if it can provide over there. If it doesn't work, then I will say market has done its job for the morning session. I'm not interested to take any kind of entry here anymore if it doesn't work. If this guy stop me out, I covered the 50% of that week here. You see this week, I just covered the 50% of that week. In the meantime, the new week opening gap high has been covered. My stop loss is over there. The best case of scenario to put the stop loss above that high, which I'm not able to do that. So covered that high and the 50% of that week by believing that they are not going to be breached and market is going to fall again. If it doesn't work, I will do nothing. I'm done for the day. I don't need to trade over here. Again, I don't need to trade over here. My trade should be done there, there. It should be done already. As I'm here, so I'm just trying to catch any kind of run from here. But we don't need to trade in this area. I want to say this is going to work as a trap parallel gap. That means market went higher, failed to take that high, it will fall, fail to take that low, tap to this gap again, then it will keep falling. I want to see it will use as a trap parallel gap. Made this low, okay, tap there, should fall and take this low, fail to take this low, go higher, go for that high, fail to take that high. It will close below this gap again and use this gap as a same gap, reclaimed gap, something like that. But actually it will work as a trap gap. Whoever was thinking that market will fall, they take the sell here, they got stopped out there. Whoever would love to take the buy here by thinking that market is going above that high as an inverse gap, they will get stopped out. After falling, they will get stopped out. Then it will retest this gap, then it will fall. But when it will retest this gap, I don't want to see that market will close above the 50% of this gap. So whatever I'm saying, listen to me one more time carefully. This is a bearish gap. I want to say this is going to work as a trough parallel gap. When market tapped to this gap, somebody took the sell. Their stop loss was above here. They got stopped out. When they got stopped out, they took this gap as an inverse gap, right? This was a bearish gap. Now it was a bullish gap. So they took the buy. Their stop loss is below here. So they will get stopped out there. All the buyers and sellers got stopped out. Then market will tap to this gap, not going to break the 50% of this gap, something like this. Let me show you. Here maximum line is this 50%, then it will fall. I want to see this is going to work as a trough parallel gap. This trough parallel gap should be outlined after the body close below this gap, and then when it will close below this gap, then it should be used as a trough parallel gap. Until then it should not used as a trough parallel gap, and or you can't predict this is going to work as a trough parallel gap. My whole intention is this week 50%. I don't want to see any body close above the 50% of that week. So here is the 50% of that week. I don't want to see any kind of body close above that week 50%. So previously I put my stop loss little below, but when I noticed this 50%, I just put my stop loss little above that week 50%. I got stopped out. That means my trade is done for this morning session. I'm not able to trade in this market anymore. I can't look for buy, I can't look for sell. So my trading for this morning session is done. 700 loss, 20 loss, 2700 loss. I'm done with these losses, small losses. But to be honest, my stop loss should be above this high, which I'm not able to do that because the huge stop loss, as you can see here, if I take a sell there, stop loss above this week, which is 28 handle, it's not enough for me, or I can't go for that. But this is the whole idea. I took low risk low risk and got stopped out by 20 handle. I'm done with that. But that week 50% should not be breached. That means market should not close above that week 50%. Week did the damage sometimes. I covered that week 50% but got stopped out. Okay with that. I know what I'm doing. Just focus over here. Don't just focus that that guy got stopped out. Focus over here the way we outlined this entry. Market closed below this new opening gap. Now this new opening gap is going to work as a resistance, and market should keep falling. Nishan, did you tell me that? I mean, is that the advice for me, or you're just talking to someone else? Nobody has closed above this line. Uh, until now, nobody has closed above this line. So I must see that it will hold to the price and send the market lower. And this high is not going to be taken here. This high is not going to be taken. Why I don't go for this type of big stop loss? Because if I'm wrong, if market take that high, I will get stopped out from that 28 handle. All of these entries are depending on new week opening gap. No setup here, no whatever you look for, kind of breaker block model, 22 it model, water block model, nothing. It's all depending on that new week opening gap. Just new week opening gap. Setup entries was there was the setup entry, but here this is all about the new week opening gap. New week opening gap entry, market has closed above this high, so this high should be taken now because it has closed above the 50% of this week, so it can take that high now. When I don't know which one is perfect or 100% sure, nobody knows that. Every entry 100% sure entry. If I'm wrong, I'll get 28 handle loss. I'm not interested to get that 28 handle loss. Instead of that, I'm okay with that maximum 20 handle loss. Maximum 20 handle loss, I'm okay with that. It will stop me out either way. It will take that high. Remember, clean highs, market never leave. Clean highs. Oh, by the way, it didn't take that high. It will take that high. Yeah, there you go. When the 50% has been broken, it is going to take that high. Can I go for the buy now? No, I'm not interested to look for the buy now. No buy is valid for me. Why is that? Because market has closed below this new week opening gap. I'm not interested to look for buy. It can be the fake breakout, but I need the confirmation first when the body will close above this new week opening gap. Then and only then I'll be interested to look for buy. Otherwise, no. And in the meantime, the time is gone already. It's 11:30 almost. What happened? Market came here, started to consolidate. You wanna participate in this consolidation? It's up to you. Your trading should be done here, here, or here. It should be done over there. After that, whatever you are seeing right now, it's whole consolidation. That's why I told that when you are in profit, don't enter into this market again, because market has already done its job for today. The sell side liquidity has been taken already. Sell side liquidity, where was that? There was the sell side liquidity, it has been taken already. Market reached until the area we are expecting. This new week opening gap. Everything is done for today. Now market should reverse. This week 50% is holding the price. Market should reverse now. It should not keep falling. It has done its job already. Let's say this fair value gap can hold to the price and send the price higher. I'm not going to push the button anymore. Okay, for me it's done. So this fair value gap, can it hold the price and send the market higher again? This is just for observing the market, and target is there. Can be here. So if I go for that area, 7 handle loss, 20 handle loss, 70, 27 handle loss. This that rejection block. Keep it over there. These two entries or all of this area I was observing, or I was framing the trade depending on that new week opening gap. It was not any kind of model or trading model, nothing. Just depending on that new week opening gap, I pushed the button. The guys with me for so long, they knows what I'm talking about. If you are new, don't get confused, because it's something, if you keep coming, then you will see how we use this new week opening. Sometimes it doesn't work. This entry worked perfectly, that entry worked perfectly, this one didn't work. Now I didn't close it after seeing the profit, like 28 handle profit. After seeing that, I didn't close it because I was trying to hold it until that area. But what I do after taking the partial, I'll put my stop loss to the break even, I'll be profitable here. That entry was the same entry. I just didn't take it. I just outlined it from here to until this low, there to until this low. So that candle tapped to this area where we had a huge profit. We didn't take it. This is all about the new week opening gap. Wanna see if it can reach for this last gap or not. Don't go for more than one winning trade. If you are profitable already, don't participate in the trade again, please. Today you are lucky, so you are getting a lot of profit. Tomorrow you will be unlucky and you will blow your account. This is the system. So be happy with your small profit. After this poll, I'm going to close it. So guys, one more time, if any of you are interested for my funded futures, so make sure. Oh man, 9,399. I just need one more subscriber, man, please. And obviously make sure that you have used the code T2 wizard, or use the link. You will get the link in the description or in the comment box for the earn to trade. I'm going to give away to 50k account and two 50k account. Okay, so make sure that you have just follow these two rules. Subscribe to our channel. If you don't subscribe, then you won't be able to participate. That's for sure, because you won't be able to write down T2 wizard, and if you can't write it down, you won't get the ticket. So you are not able to participate. And the second thing is, just follow in Twitter, like, repost, tag three friends. Very simple. Just like it, make it follow, just follow here. I don't know, I can follow myself or not. And then just retweet, or just do this. Okay, just come here. So, I don't want to retweet it. Just go to the quote, tag three friends. Just do that. 73%. Those guys who are in red, what was your problem? I mean, just let me know why you are in red in this beautiful day. If you are in red, that means you are either over trading, or you didn't do anything over here. You started to force the market. Even if you force the market here, you should be green. It has provided you more than 20 handle thousands of the time. You are in red in this beautiful day. If you are in red, oh man, you should work. Okay, you should work with the market more, man, please. Fizosas, Tito, I really wished for 10K by 2024. It's not possible. 9,398 people, so I need near about 600 people or 600 more subscriber by 4 days. So within 4 days, I need 600 subscriber. No, it's not going to happen. I'm going to remove this gap because, to be honest, I want to see that market will come here to this gap. This gap is my area where I'm expecting that market will reach today. Here, I hate this candle. Okay, this candle just made me confused. But where did it go exactly? Almost the 50% of that week. Oh shit. That candle has made me confused. Otherwise, I could catch that buy run. It's okay. Shit happens sometimes. Mama, giveaway is Monday. Come live, show your face. 15,000 subscriber, brother. 15,000 subscriber. Then we'll see. In Friday, PM session is bullish bullshit always. But I love to trade around 3 to 3:45 p.m. in Friday. That is my whole zone. See, market is going to make a bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart. I would love to see there is a bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart there. Still, it's not there, but I want to see there is a bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart, and market will work with the upper portion of this bullish fair value gap, not the lower portion of this bullish fair value gap. Then and only then, any kind of buying opportunity is valid until this gap, until the low of this gap. So be careful, guys, and I'm going to close the session for today. And yeah, around the PM session, I just don't know, because I left the driving school in the middle, and then I mean just took a break for 3 hours. So I'll be back. I'll go back over there again, and if I can finish it before the PM session, I'll come around the PM session and we'll go for the 3 p.m., which is my area to trade. In Friday, I love to trade around 3 to 3:45 p.m. That is my area. I love to push the button around 3 to 3:45 p.m. All of this area, and all of you guys just focus over here to this first presented gap. Build your confidence. We are going to make the history, man. Nobody is going to give you this shit, that easy shit. So please focus over here. It's okay. 15K. Let's go. No, Sizo, I told that in 10K, but when I saw that 10K is very near, Then I changed my mind and I decided 15K. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't keep my word. I'm sorry for that. Show it. Bro, don't use those type of word, man. You are a older guy now. Why you are using those word? You are a decent guy. No driving skill in Denmark. No, no, Mama. I'm in Portugal. I'm in Portugal right now. Oh, no can beat Bangladesh. No, yeah, I believe that nobody can beat the Bangladesh, and I'm the one who actually ride my. I mean, I used to drive around the Gollamari, the Gollamari area, the Gollamari bridge. I wish they are just they don't even drive the car in Bangladeshi normal road. They can't drive the car because we are the Bangladeshi army. Is going to driving school. What is next? See, AFX is here. Why you was saying this AFX? I need me Bangladeshi girlfriend. Okay, guys. Now it's going up to my head. Thank you so much, guys. And Pro, if you are free, Mama, then you can. I mean, if you are free, just give me a call now. Okay, I'm going to close it. Thank you, guys. If I get the time, I will be back around the PM session, and we'll go for the what to say. I mean, the 3 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. trade area. We'll try to cover that by the PM session. Until then, cheers, guys, and don't try to trade in any of this area. Market has already given you all the things. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and yeah. Hey, Outlander, you are here, man. Why I didn't see your name before? Hey, Stux. Stux, if you get your payout, let us know in the Discord. If you got your payout, just let us know in the Discord, please. I will try my level best to come around the PM session. I have to go for the driving school. I'm not sure when I'll get the free time, but if I get the free time, I'll be back around the PM session, around 2 or 2:30 p.m. around that area. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I've been here the whole time. I didn't know that. Outlander, did you catch the first presented gap? What was that? Did you catch that first presented gap entry? I told you to go for just two micro contract. And guys, this is just for Outlander, not anyone else. I told him directly just to him to push the button from that gap every single day, not for anyone else. If any of you would love to use this one, make sure that you have observed it by yourself. You build your confidence, then you are going for the trade, and you will count how many times it is going to work. Out of 10 times, how many times it is going to give you 25 handle, and your maximum loss should be 20 handle. No, because it didn't cover the gap correctly. Oh, okay. So you missed it because of the volume balance. Try to mark it from the volume balance. If you see there is a volume balance, try to mark it from the volume balance. Okay. Okay, I'll send now. Thank you, brother. Will it rise? What do you mean by will it rise, brother? I'm looking for the buy run, or I have already explained what is my expectation after that week 50%, very specific things. Week 50%. Came to this week 50%. If and only if it is broken, then I will look for this area. That market will reach to this area. Until it is holding the price, I'm interested to look for buy from 15-minute chart. All I need a 15-minute bullish parallel gap. If there is a 15-minute bullish parallel gap, I'll look for buy. If it doesn't make a 15-minute bullish parallel gap, I'll keep looking for sell, but no sell is valid until market close below this new opening gap. If it is here somewhere, I'll start to look for sell again. If there is no bullish parallel gap, or I will do nothing here if there is nothing so clear. Any of this trade all valid here. because it was all about the new week opening game. 6 and plus car is called AFX. You should get married, brother. You should get. By the way, our brother AFX, he is looking for a girl to marry. If any of our friend can help him, please help him. And especially Outlander and Tamimi. I don't know if Tamimi is here or not. Outlander, if you can find a girl for my friend AFX, I'll be grateful to you. Okay, he is interested to marry. And if any of you are confused about AFX or his financial status, he's a millionaire. He has like million of dollars. So don't think that he's like struggling. No, he's not struggling. He's a genuine engineer and he's stable. Okay, so don't worry about that. No, because I didn't cover. Okay, I lost my job 2 months ago and still struggling. Try to find another job. That is your first job, brother. Please go and try to find another job. If you don't look for any job, instead you would love to force the market to give you the profit or to be profitable, it's not going to work like that way. You have to find a job. In the meantime, you have to practice. Then and only then you will get your financial freedom. Otherwise, you will force the market, you will get more losses. Don't do that. Yeah, Outlander, next time make sure that you have covered the 50, I mean volume balance. Just make sure that you have covered the volume balance. If you covered the volume balance, it will take you. Okay. I know trading can help me, but I need some guidance too. You will get your guidance, brother. Whatever you are looking for, you will get it. No worries. No fair value cap from 15-minute chart. So until there is a bullish fair value cap from 15-minute chart, I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy or thinking that market is falling going for there. I will be bearish until there is a 15-minute bullish fair value cap. Okay, guys. Anybody has any question? There you go. 9,400 subscriber. Thank you so much. I'll for sure. Yeah, Outlander. Also, please try to find a girl for AFX. Okay, please. It's a request. And everyone else, please look for a girl for AFX. He is now. Is he rich? He's not rich. He's millionaire. A millionaire. Like million of dollars. He has million of dollars. Hey brother, how is your driving going? It's cool, Mosh. I know how to drive, but the European rules and regulation. I'm just trying to get them. That's all. My father actually teach me how to drive. By the way, thank you so much, guys, for yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, okay, AFX. Hey Gupta, how are you, brother? By the way, Stacks. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. AFX should give us some tips. AFX will marry Tanya. No, Divya, I'm not going to kill anyone. I am driving from 2019, so I know how to drive. But to be honest, I just need to know the regulation rules, everything from the European country. That's all. But I know how to drive. I'm not going to kill anyone. T2 plus driving. Yeah, AFX is still here. So guys, please look for a girl for AFX. I really appreciate to all of you for finding a girl, a good girl. Okay, her heart should be pure for AFX because this AFX is really a good guy and very helpful. He's awesome. So please find a good girl for for him. That's good. Okay. First the psych. Oh, okay. Good, bro. First the psychological challenge today. I didn't notice that Gupta. I have to check it. I was busy with the driving. I'll check it, Gupta. Okay. And if you pass it, you know that how many times you have to pass it. 3 times, I guess. You have to pass 3 times. But congratulations again. Sorry, you should not get congratulations because you passed it. You should fail it, but you passed it. Finally, everyone says that. Okay, DB, don't blame me, man. I'm a good driver. My father was a driver. He was an ambulance driver. I'm a good driver as well. Of your heart, girls, that's tough. Please try to find someone for AFX. He needs it. That's all about. Okay, we just read some. Oh man, don't reveal the rules, bro. Oh, okay. Sorry. My mistake. Don't do that, baby. I'm a good driver. To be honest, I'm a good driver. Okay, thank you guys. I have to go. Okay. So yeah, I will try to come back around the PM session. Use this one and that logic, the whole fall, why market is falling. You will go everywhere from the beginning. You will do this thing one time, at least one time after I close my stream. You will open your weekly chart. Let me remove all of these things. You will open your weekly chart. First, you will find out why I told that this is gonna be inside candle of that candle. Why I told that. So when it was going higher, I was looking for sell. When it is falling, I will look for buy. Why is that? Open your calendar, weekly, I mean the news calendar, and then try to get that point. When you should think that inside candle, you will get that information by that calendar. First, you will look for that. Second, you will go to your daily chart. Then you will observe what I told here yesterday. Yesterday's first half an hour for the live stream. It's extremely important. Please watch that one. Whatever I told over there, it is extremely important. Last favorable gap, order block, mean threshold, 50% of that bearish gap, breaker block, everything. You will look for that. Though they has been broken, why I didn't keep looking for buy? Because weekly time frame was telling me not to look for buy. I'm going to support the weekly analysis in my daily analysis. So I started to look for any kind of bearish PDR. So whatever bearish PDR I got, I'm going to use them for the selling opportunity. When market falls that far, why I'm not interested to look for keep falling. Though my thinking is market is going to take this low and that low. They're relatively equal lows. Why I'm not thinking that? Because weekly chart is telling me it should be inside that weekly candle. This whole weekly candle, it should be inside that candle. From the daily chart, you will go to your hourly chart, will support the same logic here. Hourly last gap 50%, how we have outlined that 50% of that hourly gap. Then market came back again to this order block from the 15-minute chart order block. Then how did it fall? When it has fallen, how far it can fall, and how it is going to respect some certain level like the 50% of that week. It doesn't mean that it is going to reverse from there for the all-time high. No, it's like a reaction from the 50%, because overall my idea is market is coming here for this sell side liquidity. So it will give a means retracement. Markets fall too far, right? Now I need some kind of retracement before falling again. So exactly from where I can expect that retracement. Week 50%, that week should be very specific. Week 50% retracement sent the price until this bearish gap from hourly chart, from the 15-minute chart. That is much more cleaner, so I'll talk about that from 15-minute chart. So here where you should expect that reaction, if and only if that is broken, that 50% is broken, where is going to be your next line? This hourly entry gap 50%, that is gonna be your next line. Why is that? Because market has already traded the top of this hourly gap, top rejection, constant encroachment rejection. That is kind of obvious thing. So if and only if the 50% of that week is broken, then market is going to respect the 50% of that hourly entry gap, because top rejection, constant encroachment rejection. That top of the hour, 50% of that hourly bullish gap is also aligned with the daily bullish gap high. From the daily chart, this is the daily last parallel gap. This is all the week. Nobody has closed below the daily bullish gap from daily chart. So maximum to the top of this daily bullish gap, it will come back again. Then it will respect, I mean not going to give me the reversal for this all-time high, the retracement until some certain level. We'll see that next week actually, by depending on that price action or everything, we'll talk about that. This is how I am going to outline all of this area, and I'm going for my direction. I told that I'm the king of this direction, so don't argue with me. I'm the king, to be honest. Came here until this specific area from 15-minute chart. This is the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. You can clearly see it. This is that last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Yesterday, I was expecting that market will reverse from this entry fair value gap, but market was overzealous, reached until the 15-minute last fair value gap. Whole this buy run happened around the lunch hour. So around 11:30, this is the 11:30. After 11:30 to 12:50, I'm not interested to trade. So market keep going higher around the lunch hour, finally reached into this last parabolica from the 15-minute chart. Nobody has closed above the consequent crossment of that 15-minute last gap, so it is still working as a breakaway gap. I'm going to remove it from my chart. This is that 1 minute last gap. Market reached until this area, go back again, trade the 50% of that week. Now this week 50% is important. If it failed to trade the 50% of that week, it is extremely heavy. If it trade that 50%, still it is heavy, but it can bridge that 50%. For example, here as you see that market tap to the 50%, right? So if it was extremely bullish, it doesn't need to tap to this 50%. It will leave that 50% open. It won't touch that 50%. As you can see here, it didn't touch the 50%. That means it's extremely bearish. Here it tapped to this 50%. That means it's not extremely bullish, but still it is holding the price. It can give you the some kind of retracement. So far it has retracing from that area. I'm not interested about this one. I'm only interested about this one. So if I would love to look for an buying opportunity, that gap will be my target, or I would love to see that market reach until this gap. Trading this area, fall, retrace little bit, fall, used this new day opening gap lot of time by Asia session and the London session. After that, market closed below this new day opening gap. Look, when market went through this new day opening gap, this is that area where market went through this new week opening gap. When market closed here, I'm only interested to look for buy, look for buy, look for buy, look for buy. This is the time where market closed. When market went through this gap, new day opening gap, how did it went through this new day opening gap? Can you see the speed here around this area, how it went through this new day opening gap? Same thing here. If I want to see that this new week opening gap is broken, I did a mistake yesterday. I told that I want to add something with this new day opening gap, new week opening gap. I forgot that today because this is new thing I learned. So I forgot that. I told that I want to see the speed. So that was the speed. Then this was there was no speed at all. So when I see this candle has closed below this new week opening gap, I should not believe it, but I have believed it because that is my old habit. I used to use that new week opening gap by closing. But recently, yesterday, I told that I want to see the speed. Whenever market will go through the new week opening gap or new day opening gap, I need this type of speed. I need this type of speed. See this speed. I need this speed. Like dominating way. It will break that new week opening gap, new day opening gap, dominating way. Okay, not something like just closed there, then again went higher, then closed here. Not something like that. It will keep falling, something like that. See this candle, maybe this candle will close here somewhere. Then I will see this is broken, not something very near to this new week opening gap. Then it will not like that way. It will close there or somewhere here. Then it should not go back again above the new week opening gap. It should keep falling. Then went through this new week opening gap and then keep falling, all of this sell side liquid, everything. Okay, something like that. So if it happens, then I will go for that sell. You remember this area, whole area is the area where I'm interested to see if it keep falling. But if it make a bullish fair value gap and market is above this new week opening gap, this is gonna be my target. If I'm able to come around the PM session, I will explain this again one more time. Okay, so yeah. Okay, thank you guys for being over here, and thank you so much for subscribing to our channel for 9,400 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Let me check how many people. 62% people are green. If you are green, don't touch this market again. Don't touch this market again. Break even is whoever is break even. You guys can try one more time around the PM session so that you can get some profit. But make sure that your stop loss is not that much big or you're not over leveraging. Okay. So whoever is in red, if you have already tried two times, don't participate in the price action by today again. Try to come back again in Monday to mitigate your loss or to trade again. If it is one time, then you can try one more time to mitigate your loss. Whoever is in red, as I told yesterday, be a consistent loser. Don't lose all the money by one day. Every time you focus on consistently profitable. Now focus on consistently loss. If you want to loss, do it consistently, at least 10 days. So divide your whatever your maximum loss, divide it by 10, 10. Whatever amount will come, make sure that that is your maximum loss in a day. So be a consistent loser without an immediate loser. Be a consistent loser. You won't be able to lose the account. No, it's not possible. In my area, this is the psychological group actually, and these two group. In this group, I have just three members. Whoever passed this area, we have a lot of people. Most of them has give up already, but still there is someone who is still trying. Ask any of them how difficult it is to blow the account. If you go with consistent way, it's nearly impossible to blow the account. In the end of the day, you will be the profitable trader. There is no way. By the way, if any of you interested to join us in our Discord, make sure that you have joined to our Discord. You will get the link in the comment box. Okay, so Steam Labs will provide you the link to join our area. Thank you so much, guys, and I wish everyone good luck until the next session or next day. Cheers, guys.